Okay. All right, so we're calling the meeting to order at 7:20. Apologies for the delay with technical difficulties. So we'll move right through things. So can I get a motion to adopt the agenda?
I move to adopt the agenda.
All right, and a second? Ari, and all in favor? Okay, moving on. A motion to approve the December minutes.
I move to adopt.
Got second? Oh, you guys are good. All right. Any discussion, changes, edits, questions? Perfect. All right, all in favor? All right, all in favor. Great. Okay, moving on to director's report. So I did think we would probably only be about an hour tonight. So hopefully we can move through things. Director's report. So we've got some upcoming programs. It's the biggest things that I have coming up are the Chinese New Year celebration. I'm having that on the first night of the Lunar New Year, 2 weeks that they have it. So it's on the 29th at 6 o'clock, which is Wednesday. We have lots of Chinese food and we play games, and I decorate the room really nice, and I usually get some food from the Asian markets up in Albany. So hopefully that will go well. We also have Take Your Child to the Library Day, which is going to be another one that hopefully we can get a decent crowd coming in. We're going to have an elephant and piggy party.
That sounds fun.
So,
When is that?
it's on Saturday, the 1st of February.
Did you say that sounds terrible?
Oh, Elephant and Piggy are an amazing book series.
I'm sure. I think
So-
when I was restocked.
Yeah. Sadie is going to actually help me with it. She's already excited about doing stuff. So I get to help out with the desk, but she's going to take some of the point on that. Which is great. Yep, we still have, and we're doing all our normal stuff. Oh, and no, sorry, another thing, book sharing for group for kids. So it's like a book club for kids. And this was brought to me by a young lady who was 9 years old and said, I really want to do a book club. Can we do that here? And I said, absolutely. So she and her mom are going to run a book club for kids for us.
That's awesome.
So we're hoping that we get some kids. I've put it out to the school to see if they could get anybody. And then they're homeschooled, so they're going to try and get their friends to come.
Is there any sort of age group?
We were thinking like 7 to 12. So I know I have one little guy who is signed up, but I don't know if he'll actually come. So I'm really hoping. So if anyone knows any kids who might be interested in this, please send them our way. It's on Tuesday, January 21st. It's actually the same day as the adult book club. So I thought it might be kind of fun to. Yeah, that'd be great to get a little picture of that. Yeah, the two different. No, what I've said in my publicity stuff is it's a time for kids to come in and talk about the books that they really like. And, if you have a reluctant reader, maybe they can then get some advice from other kids about what they like to read. So they'll talk about their favorite books, just kind of see where it goes from there. And then it might turn into where they're reading all the same thing and then talking about it. But right now it's just sharing the quote. They read. Do they really? So that should be another fun thing that we're going to be doing. I was here during the last help day, yes, which was super bit. Well, I mean, it was busy for us. And the woman who does it is very, very nice, and she stayed long. Oh, did she? Yeah, because people took a while, and she stayed to help everybody, and she was very sweet about helping them. Yeah, and I wouldn't want her job. She is very, very good with creating the boundaries and being able to say, nope, you had your hour with me. We're not talking anymore. If you want to talk to me more next month. Yeah, but she was very good. You know how it is. It's often not straightforward questions and all that. And she also helped direct somebody who to the class in Sand Lake, who also might be enjoying the social aspect of it. So yes, it's nice. I think we're going to try and set up a computer class here too. So I just have to put when we're going to do it. And I wonder if the Negas kids might be interested in the book. How old are they? Aren't they teenagers now? No. Oh. They're little. Oh, then yeah. Little kids. That'd be great if you want to send them this way. Maybe too little, but I'll let them know about it and see. Okay, that'd be great. We were going to keep going with the beading group, but Eliza is not happy about driving in the snow, which I don't blame her. So we're going to try and keep everybody safe, and we'll start it back up either March or April. You see circulation. Where was it? There was in our circulation numbers, we circulated the exact same number of books total at the end of December from 23 and 24. It was kind of like, what's going on there? But yeah, you can see, I mean, it's doing what it normally does with the graph, coming up and down. So, excuse me. And in 2024, December of 24, our numbers were definitely down. We are at 399. Last year, we're at 577. Who knows why that is? And my thought is that we were closed for 3 days.
Oh, yeah.
And then we were closed. So the 24th, 25th, and 26th. And we were also then closed on the 31st and the 1st. So those are all numbers that definitely would have been. And because those days happened in the middle of the week, I'm sure that it affected people coming in Mondays and Fridays. And so, but, keep on trucking along. We added 57 adult patrons, 8 out-of-system adults, and 35 kids this year to our patron list, which was great. I'm gonna keep going with that. And then you can see my statistics there. Library was closed. I went to a DA meeting. Upper Hudson is looking into something called library calendars for all libraries. It's a really interesting app that would probably be a good idea for us. It would cost us about $200 a year for a subscription. What it does is that it allows patrons to choose which libraries they want to see the information from. So if we have a patron who wants to see, okay, what programs are happening in Berlin, Grafton, Petersburg, and us, they can just choose those libraries and see everything on the calendar that's there. It also has registration options, and it has tracking options, and it has a lot of things that would be very helpful for us as well. Instead of having to do forms anymore, I can just go to the calendar and it'll
What did you say it cost?
about 200. They're looking at a subscription for the entire system, and then we would all get our part for it. So that's coming up possibly in the next few months.
That's a nice idea. I mean, I feel like that would really help, publicize our events and a wider audience, and
Absolutely.
people who are.
So how would you access them?
Actually, you can see it if you go to Albany Public Library. You can see it on their website. Let's just see what it does. But it would be our calendar.
Oh,
So
you could just
go to our website and see the calendar. So it would be, instead of me doing that calendar there, I would do it on this app or this program. So it sounded good to me too. So, and then you can also change it based on, I only want to see adult programs. I only want to see kids programs, see everything, that kind of thing.
Have any impact on the website? Does it take things away that you currently have to do, or?
Probably, because I won't have to do registration forms. I do all those Google forms, and then I have to copy paste and put those into the. So
that would be worth it.
Yes, it would. I mean, they even have things for other libraries, like meeting rooms, which meeting rooms are being, so we could actually put the community room and say, if you want to use a community room, it's available this day, or that day. So,
So people could use this one, please.
oh yeah, it's available for anybody. They just can't make money off of it. But Library Advocacy Day is on February 5th. It's Wednesday. I will be there, and if anyone that wants to join me, it can be a lot of fun. Our meetings are in the first couple of meetings. I think we meet with 2 different. I don't remember who we're meeting with this year, but they're at like 9:00 and 9:30. So get in, get out. But if anyone does want to come, just know you have to go through security and have to go through metal detector, and that can take a long time when all of us are there at the same time. So good to get there early. And the New York State Library, or our state report, the portal is open, so I have to start working on that. Fingers crossed we can get it done easily. There was an equity challenge forum happened on the same day that I did the DA meeting. So again, getting some good ideas, and we're gonna start working on that. I met with Cecilia Plum. She's starting to do the bookkeeping now, so we have been in the process of slowly transitioning to giving her all the stuff, and she's learning QuickBooks, and she's learning how to, make sure everything works. We had a little snafu with some parts of the annual appeals stuff and doing the reconciliation at the end of the month, but was able to fix it with no problem. So we're all good with that, which was pretty cool. So it's going to be good. And I think, she's very happy to figure out and help. And we already have I've got a folder set up for her, so she can just come in and grab stuff as it needs to be, and should be good. It should be really good. I've been working on the website quite a bit. I added a picture of the building. We have the New York Times link is now up and ready to go. So if anyone, we have free access to the New York Times. And you get on that access, you get access to, what do we get access to? Quite a bit, actually. There's 3 different sets of it. The athletic, cooking, games, I think. Oh, I can't remember. Shoot, I just saw something I need to fix. Sorry. The only thing is that you do have to have, if you're in the library, you do not need to have, you have to have a login, and but you just create an account, which is not a big deal. And you can have access. And if you're doing it out of the library, you click on the link that I have on the website, and it gives you a code to redeem, and it's good for 24 hours. So if you want to watch, go to the New York Times at 11 o'clock every night, you just hit redeem and every night, and it'll take you right there to the website. So it's pretty good. I added Sadie's bio and Marianne's bio. I still need to get pictures of me and of Liz, along with bios. And I did actually, I'm going to be doing more work on this on the website. I want to clean it up a bit.
Can you do that yourself?
I have been doing all of this myself, yeah. I'm learning it, and it's not easy. It's actually really pain in the. So somehow I deleted the footer that had all of those links on it. I don't know where it went. So I'm going to ask Noah if he can just put it on there for me. I was doing all this, and I'm like scrolling, and I'm like, why is it not scrolling further? It's not scrolling. For which one? Bios.
Yeah.
Sadie and Marianne.
Okay. And pics you have also for those?
I need to get pictures for them. I'm still dealing with some town administration and summer camp stuff. There were some things that were due that I got an email about and asked to make sure that the town knew about it, and they didn't really know. So I've been doing some introductions again with PJ and Tammy and Debbie, trying to just make sure that they're all on the same page with it. But I told them what they needed to do, and I sent the email and said, this is now up to you guys. So we'll see if they're having more issues. One cool thing that is happening, I had met not a long time ago, but I think back in the fall with a woman who is from Hunger Solutions New York, and they were doing a blog post about the fact that the library has summer meal programs, and we were one of the first, if not the first one in New York State to offer meal program here at a library. So she's doing a bit of a write-up about that, and she is now, apparently they're happy with it. It's not just going to be a blog anymore. It's going to be a printed resource that's going to be handed out at the Youth Services NYLA convention, as well as the regular NYLA convention. Loren and I are going to be having our pictures taken in a couple next Saturday to be a part of that. So
Yeah, so many.
it will be interesting.
Videos these days, we can't even keep ourselves.
Yeah. So it's definitely interesting. And I was talking with Debbie about what the summer meals are going to look like this year, and we're not sure yet. Vendors might change again, but they're working on it. So I'm just going to be here when it's ready. So we will, though, have summer meals here at the library as well as at summer camp. So I'm hoping we might get more kids if I can advertise it well enough and get kids coming here for summer camp. Maybe even like stay after story time, or something like that. So
Yeah, that's a good idea.
we're gonna try that. Proctor's Theater has given UHLS free tickets to Life of Pi, which is showing in February. It looks amazing. I was able to get 2 of those tickets, and I was thinking we should try and do a raffle with them. $5 a ticket or something like that, and see if we can't raffle them off, make a little bit of money off of it, and get some people free tickets to see the show.
When is the show?
It's in February.
Well, I was thinking we could. Over the trivia about this.
Yeah, no, and they were happy to just let you do it at what you want with it. So let's do a
So
raffle.
do the raffle like here.
Yep,
Yeah,
we'll do a
that's great.
social media blast about raffle for Life of Pi. I was looking at him like, this looks like an amazing, amazing show. So hopefully we can get some people to do
Do you
it.
know what the date is?
I can find out. Okay. Life of Pi tickets, February 18th through the 23rd. So that'll be fun. We met our goal at our last blood drive. Actually, we exceeded our goal by 1 unit, which was great.
Bizarre. It did not feel like we met a goal.
The goal was 26 or 27.
It's our double people that made the difference.
Yes, yes. Well, and I'm
So
maybe that's why I was more than what I thought I was. But because we met our goal, we are been given a $100 gift certificate to Amazon. So I will be using that on DVDs or books or something. So just fun to know.
That's I'm glad that we did that.
Children's room project updates, kind of had it, hazardous material surveys complete. We spoke to Rodden for a while because we're going to make the closet that's already there where all of the tech stuff is. We're going to make that into a regular closet that we can actually use for things, like another art closet or so. But all of the tech stuff, it turns out that Rodden said all we need is something the size of a circuit breaker box. And so we're going to try and fit it into the wall of the closet with just a panel to be able to open it and get into it.
Wow.
So Paul and Megan are working on that one too. So I have to let them know about it. But it's great because he wasn't sure how we were going to do it and was it going to fit, but he thinks that we can work. So that'll be good. And I received carpet samples and light fixture samples. So the light fixtures are, they are not soundproof. It's not soundproof. Yeah, they are supposed to weed up the sound. So hopefully between carpet and then, but they come in all these great colors. So we can make it really fun in there with the different colors, and it's all felt and it's all, they're supposed to be great fixtures. So I was excited about it, and I thought that you guys might like to see this too. Obviously, we're nowhere near even going there, but it seems like a cool thing. And you can get them in different, they can come in different patterns. I guess I was thinking just like straight boxes or the straight rectangles, but you can make them into like Ys, or you can make them into different shape, color. I don't know, but it looks cool to me. So I thought that was kind of interesting. I'm not sure what the costs are yet, but they just wanted to show that. And if anyone wants to see the carpet samples, we've got plenty of them over there. And it does look like we'll be able to kind of stick with some of our branding code colors, because there are a lot of colors in there that match with what we were doing. And so it was a nice little thing to get, I thought. So yes, as far as I know. Yeah. Actually,
I love that it
The dimensions, it has like 3 different dimensions.
yeah, so it's probably 8 inch.
6, 8.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we can definitely. So 8 inches, 12 inches, or 16 inches in terms of the height. So. And
So
then
as far as how deep they are.
yeah. And or 4, 6, 8 feet. So we can. I think it'll be a It'll help to mitigate some of the sound that happens in that room, which is definitely a necessity. But you know, I can always ask for other samples or other ideas as well, but these are just some of the beginnings that they're kind of giving to us. And if anyone's interested in the digital content, this is our fourth quarter content review. It's actually, for me, it's extremely interesting to see where we are in terms of print checkouts versus digital checkouts. We are still, our total checkouts are still physical 64% and digital is 36. So we're still definitely circulating more physical items than we are digital. And we also only have 112 digital users for 2024. But our Hoopla numbers are going up as well, which is, there's a limit, so we can't.
What is that?
Hoopla, it is another app that you can use to get materials. They have movies, TV shows, music, books, but it's a pay per use. So each time someone borrows a comic book, we get charged however much that comic book is, like 99 cents. So, but they have up to 5 checkouts per month. So it doesn't go, so if they do 5 comic books for 99 cents, it's only $5 for that month for that patron. It helps to make sure that we're not going to go too high in terms of our costs. And we haven't yet gone too high. It's been pretty good.
Do we get charged if you start a video and finish it?
Yes. Yes, you do.
No.
I did have someone who was upset because they started a series and you could only get 5 checkouts. They had to wait until the next month. I was like, there's always so, but yeah, so those are our interesting. And our digital, the money that we put towards digital spending that goes into the consortium, where we did spend our 100% of what we're supposed to spend, but there were some other libraries that spent 200%. There were some libraries, one library spent 400% more than what they were supposed to spend, but they understand that, you know, we can only do so much. So there's only so much that we can do. So we're still adding to the collection, just not a huge amount, but it makes, to me, it's definitely in terms, what's the word I'm looking for? It's the amount we put in, I think, is serving the patrons that we have. I don't think we don't have like 500 patrons who are using digital content, so we should be increasing our spending on it. I think that we're doing okay when it comes to what we're spending. So thank you. There you go. Oh, that was good. Thanks. Yeah, exactly. Tim said. Unless there's anything else, I think that's pretty much it.
We touched on it, but I don't think it is. But about the grant.
Oh, right. I forgot all about that. I should put that in there. Although, no, that'll go into January's because we have it in January. Scott tell everybody about it anyway. Scott Bendett had a chunk of money to give away and he wanted to know where he should give it to. So Tim Burke recommended that everybody in his district get a portion. So he wanted to make sure that libraries got funded. And so we got $1,581.37 or something crazy like that. So I'm going to be sending him a letter, thanking him for it, but also inviting him to come to the library to see where that money is going to go and what we're going to spend it on. So my hope is that he'll come and see, maybe he'll visit story time or, you know, something like that. So we can see the children's room and see how we're going to fix it. And then when we're done, he can come back and congratulations. And also maybe he can find us some more money to go towards it.
Right, that would be nice if that.
Yeah.
Do you think that you would want to invite the public when he comes to, as like a thank you for the grant?
Potentially we can.
Thinking about wording of the.
Yeah. Or we can just make it something like he came to story time, saw, you know, and met the kids, read them a quick story, and then that could be just something publicity that we use.
So like having him write me a story, that's a good idea.
That would be good, yeah.
So yeah, that's my next plan on all that stuff. Yeah, thank you. I'll look it out. All right.
Thanks, Kim. No problem. Thanks for the work on the website and everything. A lot of those things end up taking a lot of time. Longer than you expect when you
Have to learn everything.
All righty, treasurer's report. So we've got,
Three things. 3-pager talking back is the actual year-end final figures for 2024. I'm pleased to report that we collected $146,000 in income, and that does not include the annual appeal of another 2,400, so it's even better than that. And our year-end expenses were 143, so believe it or not, never thought I'd say this after we did this process a year ago, we actually made money last year.
applause for us all. What about Pete?
Trust me, I do a lot of these budgets. I don't see this many at the end of the year. You're in the black. And this was basically everything is up to date. As I said, the next on the other one, the 1-pager front back shows the annual appeal additional income of $2,350, which would normally go into the 2024. It's better, yes, 5,000 instead of 3,000.
Do we cut that off though? So I know we cut off the annual appeal, like when we look at it total at the end of January.
Yeah.
But still for the year, this it goes up to December 31st, right? So for
This is the actual money
it's a little-
that came in.
Yeah.
And that includes the back in and out for the summer camp, which I've never understood.
And where are we in terms of the total now?
For annual.
Actually, I was gonna ask that too.
I have 2 more donations to put through, so that's another $200. So we're at $17,365.
So.
Wow.
Did well for this.
Did very well.
Last year and.
Yeah.
that
Goal
right
was
after-
$15.
But budget was 15,000 and we held our breath.
That's
So-
fantastic.
Last year we brought in 15,3. The year before that it was like 15,1. The year that we, and no, I'm sure we know why, but 2021, 18.
So what do
We
you
had some big
think-
donors
Yeah.
then.
What was a little bit different, like, because it's about a little over 2,000 more this year? So I
So
wonder what was different.
we
I
had
just-
larger donations from some people, who are regular donors. So there were some increased donations. I'm sorry, I was gonna have this report for this month, but I think we're gonna do it for next month. I did look at the, first time donors and lapsed donors, et cetera. So we did have, hold on, we had 13 first-time donors
Wow.
that totaled $875. Now that's a lot less than last year, which we had 43 donors contributing, new donors contributing over $3,000. It's more in line with the previous year, which was 13 new donors. So I think last year with the first push of having the larger distribution list, hike that up some. What I can't tell you right now though is did we retain those new donors? I don't think we retained all of them. So I do have the lists pulled. We did lose some donors, although a couple of them came in now. Since I pulled this list, I saw a couple of them came in. So a couple of our regular donors, I was afraid that we had lost, but I think we have retained them. There are a couple people though that I'm curious. They're long-term donors. I mean,
One of them came in. I
okay,
haven't put it in there yet.
okay. All right.
And one person that is definitely a longtime donor, she just gave us her check, and then the other one's from somebody that I didn't know. So I don't know if I don't think they're long-term, but that just came in online.
Okay.
And then there was, maybe I have 2 more. No, just the online one and then the other one.
It's our 18.
We might, yeah.
Yeah.
So a little bit more analysis to be done on that, but I think I think we retained some of the new people from before, with getting second donations and such, but but not everybody. But I think in the end that was worth it, that we sent out to the larger audience. And I think it's probably okay with plan we came up with to say maybe next year,
Cut back
actually
on-
this year we won't mail to the widest
To
audience.
everybody,
Yeah.
my brother.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we had, multiple donations of $1,000, which was wonderful and really, really makes a huge difference. And we also have, we really have the gamut. We have a lot of small donors as well, $25, all of that. So we have the range. I assume, you never know. I assume the content of the letter had to have something to do with it. The timing, we were probably pretty good timing this year. We weren't too late. And I don't think the predicted sort of collapse of people donating happened for us, I don't think, it didn't seem like we were very affected by the political climate or
No,
the
end of the year
economic
seems like it turned
climate.
out really well for us both. with
Yeah,
trivia and with,
Yeah,
Yeah.
and trivia didn't seem to impact it at all.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
we did something right.
It might have actually gained sort of good favor because people liked it so much.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't think most people didn't even realize it was a fundraiser. To be honest, they thought it was just a party night.
Yeah,
Yeah,
agree.
yeah. So, and Richard, thank you for straightening out. So we now can see our,
Yes, that was,
CD.
it was hysterical how many buttons she had. The poor kid that started it, his eyes went to the back of his head. So he went out and brought in the guru and she just started, it took her literally 15 minutes of clicking to get it
Oh my
to where
gosh.
it was, and she had to go behind it. And she said, well, that didn't work. Let's try this. And finally hit the magic button and Sarah is gone. I know you. I know you. I hope you. Curious.
Uh-huh.
It was phenomenal. She got it done, and everybody, the three people, Jennifer, make sure Cecilia can see it. When we have the new application, that's the form.
Uh-huh.
Have to make sure we do it right, and everybody's good. So I was very, very pleased that we were able to get it accomplished. For a
And I can't-
while, it didn't look like it was going to happen. She was there. I don't know if this is going to work or not. Oh, here we go. So we have made. We put 80,000 in, so we made about $770.
Not bad.
Not better than a kick in the head.
Yes.
April's gonna come around quicker than we know it too. We have to decide.
Yeah, and based upon what it looks like, since the mortgages just top 7, it looks like it'll be in the upper 4s again. Based upon, I think the treasury just hit 4.6 today. So I don't see it dropping anytime soon, despite what certain people were saying. And the other one, the P and L is just a measurement, the first 12 days of this year versus the first 12 days of last year. So doesn't really say a whole.
Too early to tell. That's good. I mean.
I was sitting there going in there going, well, I mean, it's a little early to tell because we really had. I hadn't signed checks yet.
Double the profit.
Going budgeted versus actual.
Sounds good.
Once we get that app in there, we should be okay with Broadview, so. They're very nice people, they're just, they were as baffled as we were.
That's good. That makes it better.
I mean, they were like, who's this person? What's she in there?
When we come up to elections at the annual meeting, not that you have to stay in the position permanently, but you might need to stay in the position permanently, and you certainly can never be treasurer then.
Well, look,
That's what we were back in April. We're like, yeah, we need to add Sarah back on as treasurer. Melanie.
Melanie was on the call. we
So
were so, I
that's-
was so delighted when I called Kim up and she says, there it is.
So that 700 is basically over the course of December.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, so that's great.
Well, we figured it was gonna be 4%, so that would be, you know. Yeah, it should be, well, that's through the end of December. So that's, and because we got it towards the end of October, so that's just 2 months.
Oh, that's really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's 4.25, I think.
Yeah.
That'd be annual, so really, 2.5 for the 6 months.
All right, so, branding marketing.
Yes, I'm gonna go very quickly, so a lot of this stuff is gonna be covered. I know that I need to create 3 new press releases in the March trivia night one, which will be based very much on our next meeting and nailing down the rudimentary facts that we need to get out there. The New York State Assembly Special Legislation Grant, and I am holding off on that pending the scheduling of Scott's visit, because I want to incorporate that into the press release. That makes sense, right?
Yeah.
And also the receipt of an AED grant. Wondering if we wanted to include a link to Kim's Channel 10 TV News cameo in that?
I think we do.
I think we do too, so I need to make sure that I get my hands on that. I think you already sent me a lot of the language.
Yeah, so we just need to wait till we get the actual AED, because what ended up happening was they didn't give out coupons as originally, so that we could, it was supposed to be a coupon, you buy what you want, but then they decided they couldn't do it that way, and so they're just sending us an AED, and she hasn't told us even what it is yet. So once we get it, then we can take it.
And
No,
we'll
we'll be able to
probably
say
keep
what it
that
is.
one and give that. one to
Yeah, I
Kim.
think, yeah,
Okay. Hopefully both things.
yeah, I hope it's all, but we'll deal with it if it's not, figure it out.
Okay, so those 3, I think we need to get together pretty quickly once we have all the details. Planning and communications around the trivia event will be underway with our new committee meeting, the 414 planning and preparing informational materials like an infographic effort. Needs to be worked on hopefully this month, and that will probably come out of that meeting.
Yeah.
So it seems like everything is kind of continuing on these meetings. On the, you've already covered what you're doing on the web front, so that's it. And the next marketing meeting as of now is 9 a.m. on February 3rd. If there's any reason we can't make it, anyone can make it.
Thank you, Sarah. And well, it sounds like we'll probably have one more around the summer food publicity. Press release and stuff.
Around the summer.
Summer food that Kim and
Oh, right, right,
picture
right.
and all
Okay, so
that.
I'll add that, yeah. Summer, what's it called exactly?
This stuff, summer meals. Oh, it's through Hunger Solutions of New York. Hunger Solutions New York and our summer meal program.
Meals. Press release, and in order to do that, I will be getting some info on the details from you, Kim.
Yep.
Okay.
And fundraising, we already kind of talked about, so, we'll skip over anything further there. Building and grounds.
Yeah,
Oh,
the
yeah.
only thing aside from that we need to move the some picnic table still. Is, I just thought there might be necessary actions to take addressing hazardous waste report, but I guess I will.
So that action will be that we have a meeting tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. hopefully with,
Yeah. Meeting to. So that's all. Also, I don't know if you wanted to check in with Bob about, oh, you said spring. He
Spring.
said spring. I keep
Yep.
bringing that up and you keep saying it's the spring, Sarah.
I didn't say it like that.
So any policy upcoming, are there any policies we need to address this year that are renewals.
Yes.
Okay.
I just don't know. I know
Okay.
that there's plenty that we're gonna have to continue to look at.
Okay, so we do have.
I just have to send you, did I send them to you? No, I didn't.
Last thing we did was we put aside the one.
Kids.
Bringing kids to
Childcare,
work.
Oh, right. Bringing kids to work.
which we can do with.
Oh.
It's really not an issue, so.
I'll send you some policy. I know, I don't think I have any. If I can find any.
You have a
So-
list of when they're supposed to be reviewed, right?
Yeah.
Certified.
Yeah.
So we kind of talked about our new business already. So the hazardous material report, we'll talk to Paul tomorrow morning. Kim talked about the lights. There's not really any action on that. And then we can, if we have samples, if anybody at the end of the meeting wants to look at and weigh in on samples, we can do that. Any other new business? Any old business? No public, no cars. Oh, wait a minute. There is correspondence. Hold on. I did get something. Hold on. Something that I had to say. And it is from, I can think of it before I find it. It is from Patty, who was passing along some information on a local fund. I didn't read the article yet. It's called the Wojcicki, Wojeskii Fund that funds initiatives for children in Rensselaer County. So she thought it might be able to frame a request around needs of children in rural and underserved communities. So I will forward that. Apologies for not getting that out today. I didn't read the article yet. So she did send that along.
That would be good for the equity challenge.
Yeah, possibly if there's something we're doing around that.
Or for the kids room.
His room, yeah. I think that was the only, I feel
And
like
it's specifically rural communities.
that's what her, I don't know. I didn't have a chance to read the article, but I mean, that was what her thought was, so. So I will, send that, I'll forward it and, add it to the folder.
Life affirming events for kids. No, wait, that's all.
And we did receive several nice notes, in our annual appeal. Which I should probably note at them to pass it along, but just to say, one in particular I will mention is that somebody who sent a large donation, specifically put it in honor of Kim and all of the hard work that she does. So, I mean, I didn't deposit that check into Kim's account or anything.
It was
Very
very tempting. Very tempting.
So that was really nice. But a lot of people have sent in nice comments. So, and thank you to Lee and Marianne for helping with the thank you letters. That was very helpful. Appreciate it. And I'll get with you with the last group of people.
Yes, I have quite a few more.
Okay, good. Okay. All right. If nobody has anything else, we can have a motion to adjourn.
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
I think that's worse. I feel like if I could keep going if it was like.
I'm sorry, we're done.
Well, thanks for coming early, everybody.